Hi guys, welcome to pencilcollege.com. So in this video, we'll be looking at chapter 13.3, in particular, the R formula for trigo. Okay, so what is the lesson objectives for this chapter? We want to learn how to apply the R formulae to evaluate expressions, prove identities, and solve some trigonometric equations. Okay, so just a quick introduction on the R formula. Basically, the R formula is just used to convert equations in this form, okay, a sine theta plus minus b cosine theta into r sine theta plus minus alpha. Similarly, if the equation has been flipped around and can be shown to be in this form, a cosine theta plus minus b sine theta, we can then convert it into the form r cosine open brackets theta minus plus alpha. Okay, where r is the square root of a square plus b square. A and b are just values over here, and the tangent of alpha is b over a. Okay, take note that this can only occur when a is greater than 0, b is greater than 0, and that alpha is a cube. Might sound kind of confusing right now, okay, without any tangible numbers to work with. So don't worry, okay, in the next few examples, we'll be looking at some examples with tangible values. Okay, this will help you understand how to apply the R formula better. So for now, just take down these two formulas, okay, together with the conditions on your exercise book or worksheet whatsoever, and then just come along with me for the next few examples. Okay, so in example number 1, we're asked to express 3 cosine theta plus 4 sine theta as a single trigonometric term where theta is in degrees. So what we're going to do is to realize that we are actually in the form of the second version, okay, or the second type of R formula over here. Okay, so what we will do, we will first identify our parameters. So staring at this highlighted formula that I've just highlighted, okay, can we identify our A together? A is just 3, okay, and B is just 4, okay, so B is just 4. Okay, so from here, let me express 3 cosine theta plus 4 sine theta equals to, okay, stare over here, we have R cosine theta minus alpha, but what exactly is R? So let me work out my R to be square root of a square. So a was 3, we identified a to be 3 previously. Okay, so maybe just to make it clearer, I'm actually working on this step over here. Okay, so R is just a square plus b square, which is 3 square plus 4 square. Okay, and I can use my calculator to help me evaluate this, and this is just 5. Okay, and the tangent of alpha is equals to b over a, which is 4/3. Okay, to evaluate alpha, we'll just take tangent inverse of 4/3. So tangent inverse 4/3. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode, and rounding this off, I will have 53.1 degrees to 1 decimal place. Okay, so therefore, this can be converted into the form R cosine theta minus alpha. So R is just 5. Okay, R is 5. Let me just highlight R to be 5. So that is where my 5 came from. And this gives me cosine theta minus alpha. Okay, how come I wrote a minus over here? Because take note that, okay, let me just make it clearer to you guys. Take note that when I have a plus, oops, let me just use a different color instead. Okay, when I have a plus over here, okay, probably start over. So when I have a plus over here, okay, it will correspond to a negative sign, a minus sign over here. Okay, on the other hand, if I have a minus, which is over here, it will correspond to a plus over here, a plus sign over here. Okay, this is sort of similar to the way we interpreted our addition formulae previously. Okay, so this should be theta minus alpha, and we identify alpha, or we solve for alpha to be 53 minus 1. Okay, and this lands me with this. Okay, I just want to show you another way of applying this formula. So from the given function, what I'm going to do now is to flip the terms around. So instead of 3 cosine theta plus 4 sine theta, I will write it as 4 sine theta plus 3 cosine theta. Okay, and I'll show you that it's pretty much similar, just that in this case we will be applying the second formula. Okay, or rather the first one. Okay, the one over here highlighted in blue. Okay, we'll be using this one instead. Okay, so going back to this. In this case, r, using the first formula, r will be square root of a square minus b square. Now in this case, my a becomes 4. So my a now is 4, and my b now is 3. So I will have 4 square plus 3 square, which still gives me 5. However, the tangent of alpha, which is b over a, has now become, has now become 3/4. Okay, made a mistake over here. Has now become 3/4. Okay, so similarly, to find alpha, we will take tangent inverse of 3/4. Okay, and rounding this off, I will just have, just make sure that your calculator is in degree mode when you do this. Okay, you will just have 36.9 degrees. To 1 decimal place. Okay, and now we can happily fill in our values. Okay, so r sine theta, so r is now 5 sine. Now we have theta plus alpha, so theta plus 36.9 degrees. Okay, so this example is just a simple way of showing you how to make use of the R formula. So for more examples on the R formula, please watch our next video. And for more videos, always log on to pencilcollege.com. I'll see ya.